You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
I want some of your brown I want some of your brown
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. This is Brownsugar Commentary, and I'm your girl, Kayla. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more videos about Black entertainment, Black womanhood, and whatever else I feel like talking about this week. All right, let's get right into it. So first things first, we reached yet another wonderful milestone on this wonderful channel, okay? Brownsugar Commentary just surpassed 300 subscribers a couple of days ago, and I just want to cry. Like, I slick want to cry because, you know, like, my biggest goal this year was just to get 100 subscribers, and we were able to accomplish that way back in, I think, May or June. And since then, the channel has been steadily growing and growing, and I love to see it because this is something that I really been wanting to do for so long, and I was suffering major imposter syndrome and just getting into my head. And when I finally did it, you know, last year, and, you know, to see my channel grow from like 5 subscribers, 10 subscribers to this, it's just amazing. And I just know that great things are going to continue to happen for this channel. So really appreciate y'all for watching, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff, okay? Because great things are going, okay, for Brownsugar Commentary in 2021. I'll tell you that. I have so many great things planned. My ultimate goal, obviously, is to become a full-time content creator. But until then, I'm still make my videos, okay? I'm still make my weekly videos. I just hope y'all stay for the ride and the journey, okay? But thank y'all so much. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing, babes? Come on. You know you want to do it, the button right there. Just go ahead and click. I know you want to. I know you want to. Okay, maybe not. Maybe. Yes. You know you want to do it. Anywho, neither here nor there. Let's really get into the nitty gritty today, because y'all, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. You see me sitting in my chair. We gotta talk. Okay. Let's get into it. So Big Sean Dawn, okay, went viral today on Twitter, okay, and I was scrolling through my Twitter as I usually do. Y'all know I get most of my content from the Big Blue app, and I seen it, and I decided to click on it, and I think he was talking to Essence, but a lot of the other news media outlets decided to repost it. And he was there talking about Black women and saying, oh, Black women are the closest thing to God, and our wombs are a black hole. Like, I get what he was saying with that, but I was like, that probably wasn't the best analogy, honey. I don't think you explained that good, but you know what I mean? And so he was just basically bigging up Black women. And on the surface, nothing is wrong with what Big Sean said, right? There's nothing technically wrong with what he said, right? But of course, I checked the comments to make sure that I wasn't tripping, because what he was saying, something about it made me go, I don't know too much about that. And when I looked at the comments and the quote tweets, I was like, okay, I am not alone in this, because here's the thing, right? Let me preface this by saying this. I like Big Sean. I think Big Sean makes decent music. Dark Sky Paradise is one of my favorite albums, okay? It is. I rinsed that album back in 2015, okay? I love that album. I think, and like I said, I love 2088. I want them to make another album, okay? I do. I also think Big Sean is a very attractive man, and he seems to just be getting more attractive with age. However, I gotta call a thing when I see it, okay? Y'all know this, okay? If you watch my videos, y'all know this. I can be very objective. I can like somebody, and I can critique somebody. And this is just my observation and my critique of Mr. Big Sean, okay? And I say this. I said this I'm going to put my tweet up exactly what I said, but this is what I said. And this is what exactly I meant to say. Because the thing about tweets, you got so many characters, people going to misconstrue what you're saying. But this is what I am saying when I say this. I said, I like Big Sean, but since Big Sean has been successful, I have never seen him with a Black woman dating romantically, ever. So to me, this compliment kind of falls flat for me, because it's odd that you would sit here and gush over Black women as we're such ethereal beings and we're so great, but you don't even yourself don't see us worthy enough to seek romantic partnership with. That the math ain't mathing, babes. It's not mathing. That's just me. Like, go off, but like, let's just call a thing, because the thing is, y'all can't trick us no more. Like, I'm so sorry about it. There are way too many times black male entertainers in particular have this thing where they know that it is lucrative for black women to like y'all, And white men do this too, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But black men know this. They know that when black women mess with you, when we rock with you the long and strong way, okay? We gonna support you. If you a singer, we coming to them shows. If you a actor, we don't care if it's a C-list, D-list, straight to BET movie. We watching it, we promoting it, okay? Who you think majority of them people at that Millennium Tour was? It's all women, black women. Same thing. And Casey and JoJo can be on the stage talking about time is slipping away from me. And the aunties gonna be up in there every time. Okay? They could be singing everything but the note, but they gonna be up there in droves. Okay? Because when black women mess with you, we mess with you. And we could really elevate you and bring you to the next level. Okay? That is a fact. We have seen countless men, both black and non-black, get blown up because of the love of black women. Period. This is an undeniable fact. Okay? And so it's not lost on me that Big Sean decides to do this, because like I said, on the surface, this could be a clip that could easily blow up and black women just easily be like, yes, Big Sean, our black king, loves black women. But like I said, you cannot trick us. Like, we know the tricks of the trade. We have seen this time and time. Like, remember, I think it was like Tyrese, and he was there talking about black women. And then we looked at his wife, and he had to sit there and fight for his white wife to talk about if his wife was black or whatever, when she was like a quarter black or something like that. Like, what? Tyrese. List men who do this, they might, like I said, they love to pander to black women. They will sing our praises in a song. They'll make a little anthem for the black dark-skinned girlies. They'll do even Mr. Tory Lanez with his disgusting behind. I will never forget a couple of years ago when he did that performative BS where he was on some type of set and he switched out the lighter skinned girl for a darker skinned girl, and it was a whole thing. And we ate it up. We ate that thing up. We were like, oh my God, look at him standing up for us. Yes. And look at him. And look what he did. Hey, don't. Please. But you see what I mean? Like, they will do these things where they will turn around and at the end of the day, it falls flat, because either A, they treating black women like trash in real life, or B, they don't date black women. So back to Big Sean. So, and like I said, I'm going to get to the bigger picture even more in depth after I say what I say. So when I said this, there were a total of like 3 different types of responses, as well as other women who had similar sentiments on, if they quote tweeted the video or whatever, right? And it's not giving what it's supposed to give, okay? You don't date black women. That's it. Just an observation. So the first thing was, well, he did date a black woman named Ashley. And I said, at first, I was like, now I know that name because I remember he had a song called Ashley, I think on his like second album, I want to say. But like, to me, I was like, I've never seen this man with this girl. Who is that? So I had to go do my research. And he got about 2 pictures with this girl. I'm assuming this is his longtime girlfriend when he was back in the days, back when he was, regular old Sean, okay, in Detroit. And I mean, good for you. But as I said, and that's how I wish I would have said, since you've been successful, I have never seen you publicly with a black woman. Like, because that is what I mean. That's why I said I've never seen you, as in me, Kayla, have never seen you. I said, I know you to be with Naya Rivera, Ariana Grande, and Janae Hiku. None of those women look anything like that Ashley girl. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. And I'm not saying he got to date carbon copies of that girl. I'm just saying interesting that when he wasn't really much of anything, he was with this girl, and then the moment he blew up, he was no longer with this girl, and then he had this trend of dating non-black women. That's just what I believe. That's what I think. And now here comes the second part, because I know it. I know it's coming, and here it is. So the second big argument, which really what majority of the argument became, was Jhené Aiko. Everyone was like, Jhené Aiko's black though. Isn't Jhené Aiko Blasian? Jhené Aiko's black. She's black. She's black. She's black. And I was like, no, she's not. Like, number one, she literally said herself, because I remember last year she said she was not going to say the N-word anymore because she didn't feel comfortable. She knew that her ancestors didn't feel comfortable about it or something like that. And she showed that ancestral DNA, and Miss Girl is about 80% not black. So, like, if you take the white part and the Asian part, that takes up majority of the non-blackness compared to blackness and whatever, right? And so, and I don't subscribe to the one drop rule. We are out of slavery. Yes, slavery still exists in terms of mass incarceration and capitalism in some ways, but you know what I mean. Like, we don't do that. Oh, she got a thing, she's like a black. No. I don't do that. Like I said, if you want to consider Jhené Aiko black, go off. But to me, no. Like, she's not. And she literally showed her thing, like, she's like, and then somebody even said it, like, her granddaddy half black. If somebody granddaddy half black and their daddy is like quarter black, what does that make her? Like, are you kidding me? And I think people think when we say people like a Jhené or even Kalani is not black, that's some type of dig, or we trying to be rude or evil. It's just a fact. Like, it's literally just a fact. She's not black. I didn't say she was ugly. I didn't say she wasn't talented. I didn't say nothing. Because I like Jhené. I do. I think she's a beautiful girl. I love her music. Sold Out is my stuff. Okay? I like her. I like her and Big Shawty. I told y'all, 2088. Where is it? Okay? But that's not... Like, one person was like, you're bitter. I'm like, do I, a black, have to be bitter about Jhené Aiko not being black? I am black. Very obviously. Like, I don't gotta show a picture of my grandma for my right to say nigga. Like, I am very much black. My mama black, my daddy black, my grandma black, my great grandma black. Like, it's all black over here. I don't have to fight for my right to say nigga, okay? That's just me, okay? And I love being black. I wouldn't want to be nothing else. I promise you, okay? I'm not bitter. Like, what would I have to be bitter about? I'm just simply saying sis is not black. That's it. And another person tried to say Naya Rivera was Dominican. That is not true. I believe she's Latina for sure. And I think she has like a quarter black in her as well. Once again, what I'm saying is, even if you look at someone like his ex Ashley and you look at the other girls, there's a very big difference. Y'all don't think that's not on purpose? But you want to call God as a woman, like a black woman? It ain't going, no. Okay? And yeah. And then the argument became, at least one person in particular, was when I was trying to say that there is a habit of a lot of successful black men that once they get successful, their dating choices become lighter and lighter until it's just white. And this person tried to stand 10 toes down, trying to argue me down and talking about you're generalizing and black men date black women. And what do you say to the black women that date successful black women that date non-black men and all these things? And he tried to bring up Serena Williams and I think the WNBA player that recently got married. I was like, okay, you want to bring up Serena? Let's go there. Like, Serena has dated black men since she's been successful, because she's been successful for quite some time now. But I remember specifically that her and Common were in a very public relationship. She has shown love to black men publicly on numerous occasions. That's number one. And number two, black men were the primary group, apart from just racist white people, who were bullying the hell out of Serena Williams when it came to her skin tone and her physique and her features. Y'all sat there and called her everything but a child of God. So please save it. Please. Please. Shut up. Because it ain't going. Once again, it ain't going. Second of all, y'all don't give a damn about the WNBA ever. Ever. I don't see y'all coming up to the games. Y'all never talk about it on the timeline, ever. I've never seen a WNBA game trend once in my life. But now you so in tune to who they're dating. Please. Like, it's so funny to me. Because I'm just like, you're missing the point of what I'm saying. And this is why, and I said it, I was like, I don't engage with some of y'all, especially some of y'all black men, because y'all are so obtuse when it comes to this conversation. Like, y'all be so triggered. Because if you love black women and you date black women, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. You standing 10 toes down for somebody that don't even know you. Like, he don't even know you, babes. He ain't gonna sign you tomorrow. Like, what do you... Like, and then he wants to talk about, oh, but what about Jay-Z and Beyonce and LeBron and Savannah, or who else? He said Pauletta and Denzel. Like, once again, and I'm like, I'm glad. And I wanted to say that, but I'm like, I wasn't going back and forth with this man. But I said, number one, I understand why you brought up Jay-Z and Beyonce, because Jay-Z met Beyonce when he was successful, and they would not be together if he was not successful. That's number one. Number two. I'm glad you brought up Denzel, because Denzel is part of what I'm trying to say is the bigger picture. Denzel knows that his bread and butter lies with black women more than anybody else. Black women, especially the aunties and the grandmas and them, love them some Denzel, okay? They do. And I think why we love Denzel even more is because he had him a very much black wife. And he has been with this black wife since day one. And we love to see it. You know why? Because there were so many of them especially the time when Denzel was coming about, that did not have black wives. And Denzel even himself refused to have a kissing scene with a white co-star because he knew that it would upset black women. Because once again, he knows where his bread and butter lies. And so that's the thing. It's even like someone like Michael B. Jordan. Like, I think part of the reason why he is so public with Lori Harvey now is because he was not beating them he like white women allegations for a while, because everybody was like, I don't know, Michael B. I don't think I can rock with you if you don't really mess with the black women like that. That's a little bit I don't know. You know what I mean? Because a lot of those male, like black male heartthrobs, like a Tay Diggs and Terrence Howard back in the 90s, where black women loved them and they were always with black female love interests, turned around and dated and married who? It's just odd. That's that. And even someone like Kanye West is a great example of this, right? Like, you see, Kanye West even said it in the music, okay? And when he get on, he leave your what for a white girl. He literally said it. Why would someone say something like that if that was not a thing that happens in the world? Like, you know what I mean? And even he himself went on to do the exact thing that he said in the music. He was dating a black woman for a majority of his come-up years. He blew up and was dating people the likes of Amber Rose. I know Amber Rose is biracial, but who did he marry? Kim freaking Kardashian. That's why he begging for her now, looking like a clown, mayor of Clown Town. But the moral of the story is, Kanye West, great example. Person, he said it in the music and literally did it. But I'm saying he wouldn't have said something like that if that wasn't something that was happening in the industry, because it's something that happens in the industry. So play obtuse all day long and give me anomalies. But people, like I said, like a Savannah James or a Pauletta, that is an anomaly, and you know it. So don't be playing obtuse to me, because you're not going to win that game. You're not going to win it. I promise you. Thing is, I'm not against interracial dating at all. Once again, heart wants what it wants, but leave black women out of it. Whether that is to try to like, y'all be the main ones that be so vocal about how black women are so bitter and you don't like us and all that, or it is the over like love and shower of love. And it's like, you think we're so great, then why aren't you dating any black women? Why is your track record Susie Q and them? Why? It's just a question. It's not meant to, no hate. You know what I mean? But like I said, for it to be like, it's the same reason why like someone like a Jack Harlow is blowing up because of black women. Because he could have, like, you know what I mean? Like, he blown up even more than I think Post Malone, like, a couple years ago. Because he has that extra thing of black women loving him. And he's showing black women love. Because why? Because he knows. He knows. He knows. He's not stupid. Like... It's like, and even like, you could even go to regular everyday white men. White men will sit there and come on TikTok and make their whole personality that they love black women. Because those black women will turn around and blow his whole thing up. These men will become overnight famous because black women are like, oh, this black man like us. And we got to stop giving these white men clout. We got to stop it. Because they turn right around and say F y'all and go date them a white woman. It's the same thing like a Justin Bieber or even Justin Timberlake. They will hint. They'll flirt with a black woman on screen because they want to get that clout. But when it comes down to it, they will turn right around and go right back with their white women at the end of the day. So we got to be mindful of it. But I'm saying all of this to say that, one, we can have the deeper conversation, right? Because what I am saying goes back to, it's white supremacy at the end of the day, right? We have been hardwired, conditioned to believe that the closer to whiteness is the closer you are to success. So yes, a lot of black men and some black women, I'll say that, right? Not every black woman who dates a non-black person is doing it for exactly the right reasons. But we have all been hardwired to believe that white is better. And the more successful you are, it is more palatable to have a non-black woman on your arm. That's just what it is. And some of these men are cognizant of this and some of them are not. But it is not. It's a good bit of them. I ain't gonna generalize, but a lot of black men have done this. Both very successful and not very successful. But you can't really fault them because that is what we've been hardwired to believe and subscribe to. And that's all I'm saying is no hate to Big Sean, but you can keep your black woman is God and all of that because at the end of the day, your argument or your praises are not going to work with us because we already know what time it is with you. You can't say that you think black women are so wonderful and you don't date them at all. In 10 years, you have not dated a black woman. That's just my opinion. That's just what I believe. Like, I don't understand. And like I said, so many people, and I'm like, you calling people bitter, y'all calling people haters. Like, I still say what I said. Like, once I say in an argument, I said what I said, that means I'm 10 toes down on what I'm saying and I'm not changing my mind. Like, you could be talking to the wall. You about to get blocked, babes. And if y'all come in these comments with that foolishness, I'm telling you, Swiftly Professional, you will get blocked. I promise you. Okay? But I just think it's just very interesting. And it's, like I said, it's just the deeper conversation about the damage about white supremacy and how it permeates so many of us. And we have to check our own anti-blackness. And like I said, you got to check your preferences and what it's truly rooted in. Because you will find a lot of it is a lot of foolishness. It's a lot of anti-blackness. And it's not your fault because look at where we live. It is a very racist, white supremacist society. But call a thing a thing. But don't sit there and try to use black women as a come up or try to bring your career back or any of that because we're just not going to fall for it anymore. We're not going to fall for it. Even someone that's like even the dude from Black Panther. I forget his name. But M'Baku, and I think his real name is like Winston Duke. And I remember he was talking so much about how black women were so great. And, you know, we were, you know, because so many black women thought he was attractive in that movie and us. And then I found that he was with a white girl too. I was like, oh, Winston. Come on. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, y'all would sit there like, black women are so beautiful. We're so great. You're so this. You're so that. And then turn around and not. It's weird. Date who you want to date. But like I said, don't be using black women as a thing. Like, just keep our name out your mouth. I'd rather you say nothing. Just say nothing. That's the moral of today's story. Don't say nothing. Go date your white woman in peace. Keep your name. I don't care if it's positive, negative. Shut up. Shut up. Because at the end of the day, we already know what time it is with y'all. And we on to y'all. And we going to stay on your necks every single time. Y'all could be mad. Y'all could be pressed. These niggas was pressed today. They were pressed. And I love to see it, okay? Because y'all really think we finna fall for the BS. It's not going to happen. Take it back to the BS store in which you purchased it, okay? All right? Much love to my black queens today, though. Y'all are awesome. Y'all beautiful. And don't let these niggas pander to you, okay? You are more smarter than that, period, okay? Not more smart. They're going to take my English degree away, child. You are smarter than that, okay? Don't fall for the tricks, babes. I'm on to you. I'm on to Big Show and all of them. I don't care, okay? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, okay? Like, comment, all that good stuff down below. I'll definitely see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all.